Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona and this is Ralphie. And today I'm sharing a 30-minute gentle yoga flow from the Refresh and Restore series of classes. And this class has a nice blend of mindful movement and breath to create some greater ease in your hips and your shoulders, but also help you feel more connected to your breath, your body, and your energy. For practice, you may wish to have a folded blanket with you. And if you are enjoying the classes on a regular basis and you'd like to support me, I'm on Patreon. All the details are in the description below. Enjoy your practice. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.
And begin your practice in child's pose at the back of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch, take your knees wide, hips toward your heels and resting forwards. And as you arrive, just simply rest your body, relax your forearms, softening your shoulders, the features of your face. And sense the quiet shell of this shape, inviting your attention to draw inwards. Start to observe your natural breath. And with every breath, feel yourself settling more deeply. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. Just this quiet beginning, a soft landing into presence. And then gliding up onto all fours, settle your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and start to wave your spine through cat and cow. As you inhale, imagine your spine lengthening with your breath, your chest floating forward and up. And as you exhale, soften the skin of your back as you round and draw your breath deep into your belly. And letting the movement be as light or as slow as your energy calls for. And meet me in a neutral tabletop shape, and we'll bring some movement into your wrists, turning your fingers to face out toward the side edges of your mat. And softly circle your shoulders over your wrists in one direction. And circle back. And now, keeping your fingers pointing wide, slide your hands off the side edges of your mat. And then press into your hands, lower your right shoulder forward toward the floor and look to your left. You could add a little bend in your left elbow. And then press through your hands, come back through center, lower your left shoulder forward, look right. Go side to side, finding just the right amount of stretch through the front of your shoulders, a mild twist through your mid and upper back. And then step your hands back to your mat and take the next few breaths to press back to downward facing dog. And let this first down dog be a moment of listening, of checking in. Just lean into your shape and notice. Where do you feel resistance? And where do you feel open? Just exploring what's already present. And then simply move intuitively, follow those sensations. inviting more space where your body feels it needs it most. And then settle steady in your down dog. And together take a smooth breath in through your nose. And then exhale slowly through your mouth, a breath of release. Another long, slow, deep breath in. And gently let that go. 2 half flows now on your inhale way forward to a plank pose. Then bend your knees and ripple back to downward facing dog. Again, inhale plank. Exhale, bend the knees, return downward facing dog. Full vinyasa now, come forward to your plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees to the floor and lower to your belly for striking Cobra. Tense your fingers wide off the side edges of your mat, a little forward of the shoulders. And on your inhale, wave your spine forward and up and melt down toward the floor. Twice more, engaging your legs, light squeeze to your glutes. And as you lower down, hands to your mat, press back through all fours and return to downward facing dog. And separate your feet wide to the side edges of your mat now and walk your hands to the back of your mat for a soft forward fold. Bend your knees here, rest your chest between your thighs, hold opposite elbows. And you may like a little sway side to side, a little movement and rhythm. Or just hold still, follow your breath. As you linger, completely relax the weight of your head toward the floor. And then release your fingertips to the floor, angle your toes out, and lower into your version of Malasana Yogi Squat. Taking 3 slow cycles of breath. On your next inhale, press into your feet, rise to stand, sweep your arms overhead, and then guide your hands to press center of your chest, stepping your feet under your hips. Moving through 2 half sun salutes. On your inhale, circle your arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale, soft bend in your knees, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen your chest away from your thighs. Exhale and refold over your legs. Inhale, rise to stand, sweep your arms overhead. And lower your hands to prayer. Again, adding on, inhale, high mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold and hold. Walk your hands forward and then lower your knees to the floor. Reverse back and come to kneel high with your hips over your knees, back of the mat. Hands to your hips and tuck your right toes under. Tap your right toes out to the right and then lift and aim your knee toward 3 o'clock. Lunge to your right. Pulse here with your breath, easing in and out of your lunge. And as you ease out of your lunge, pause, balance on your left shin, lift and step your right foot to 2 o'clock, lunge forward, ease back, and then lift and step your right foot, 12 o'clock, arrive in a low lunge. Anjaneyasana. When you're steady, raise your arms overhead and stay. 3 breaths. A light squeeze to your left buttocks, pressing down into your feet. And take your right hand to your left wrist, overhead, lengthen tall with your inhale. And then side bend over to your right. Breathe space into the left side of your body. Come back through center. And on your exhale, T-twist to your right. Send your right arm back, left arm forward. Spreading across your chest through the reach of your arms. 1 breath now, reverse your lunge. Reach your left arm up and back. And on your exhale, modified warrior 2. Pivot your left toes behind you. Face the left long edge of your mat, arms wide. Take a moment to steady your posture. Option to pad your left knee with a cushion for comfort. And then slowly hinge into modified side angle, your right forearm, right thigh. Reach your left arm overhead. Taking some slow circles with your left arm, circle your left arm back, forward and overhead. And twice more. Lengthening into your side waist. And then lower your hands to the floor, frame your right foot, pivot your left toe straight back behind you. We'll ease into the half splits, Ardha Hanuman. Work towards straightening your right leg as you shift your hips back. Taking 3 breaths, slow and steady. Next inhale, lunge forward, tuck your left toes under and step up, top of the mat. Open your chest forward, halfway lift. Forward fold over your legs. Next inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, bend your knees, reach your arms. Then draw your hips down and back in space, sitting a little deeper. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, cactus your arms, and then take your fingertips to the top of your shoulders, elbows wide. Circle your elbows back, down and forward to kiss. 2 more circles, loosening into the shoulders. And as your elbows come forward, reach your arms forward, take a breath in your chair, and then forward fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And on your exhale, step your left foot back for warrior 1. Ground and seal your left heel to the mat, rising upright. And take up the right and left lane of your mat with your feet. And try and experience your shape by measure of your breath. So keeping your breath's rhythm easeful and full. Another breath in, reach tall. And then hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Take a slow breath in, fill up. And on your exhale, humble warrior, fold forward. Any amount there, gently lifting your fists away from your back. And even in these more active shapes, just finding your version of ease. And notice where you can soften. One breath now, rise and return to your warrior 1. And on your exhale, we're coming into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Straighten your right leg. Open your hips to your left, arms wide. And then extending forward out over your right thigh. Right hand to your right leg. Left hand to the sky. Steady your shape by pressing down through your feet, engaging your thighs. Then gently expanding and lengthening through your upper body, turning your chest away from the floor. One breath, extend your left arm overhead. And then bend into your right knee, lower your hands to the floor, frame your right foot, and step back to downward facing dog. On your inhale, come forward, plank pose. Exhale, half flow, bend the knees and float back, downward facing dog. You can pause here or take a full flow, forward to plank, lower to your belly. Striking Cobra, just one here, fingertips wide, lift your chest. Exhale, melt down and press back. Either child's pose or downward facing dog. Taking 5 breaths here to recenter. And second side, lower your knees to the floor. Walk your hands in and come to kneel high at the back of your mat. Hands to your hips and tuck your left toes under. Step your left toes out to your left. Lift and aim your knee to 9 o'clock. And lunge to your left. Pulse here with your breath, easing in and out of your lunge. Lunging to your breath rhythm. And as you ease out of your lunge, pause, balance on your right shin, lift and step your left foot to 10 o'clock, one breath, lunge forward, ease back, lift and step your left foot, top of the mat, 12 o'clock, find your low lunge. Anjaneyasana, raising your arms overhead, steady your lower body by pressing down into your feet, lengthening tall from your waist to your fingertips. Then take your left hand to your right wrist, overhead, lengthen tall on your inhale, and then side bend over to your left. Lift back through center, and on your exhale, T-twist to your left. Left arm back and your right arm forward. Turning your chest to your left, expanding across your chest, fingertip to fingertip. One breath now, reverse your lunge, reach your right arm up and back. And on your exhale, modified warrior 2, pivot your right toes behind, face the right long edge of your mat, arms wide, an option to pad your right knee. Then slowly hinge into modified side angle, left forearm to your left thigh, reach your right arm overhead. Once you're steady, taking some slow circles with your right arm, circle your right arm back, down and forward, overhead, twice more. Moving into the half splits, lower your hands, frame your left foot, pivot your right toes behind you and just ease back. Ardha Hanuman, straightening your left leg any amount. And here you're driving your left heel down and back as you lengthen your chest forward. Steady breath. And then lunge forward into your left leg, tuck your right toes under, stepping up to the top of your mat. Open your chest forward, a halfway lift. Forward fold over your legs. Inhale, chair pose, reach your arms by your ears, and then sit low into your seat. Take another inhale, and then bend your elbows, cactus your arms, and then fingertips to the top of your shoulders. Circling your elbows forward now, nice and slow, forward, down and back. Twice more. And as your elbows circle back, reach your arms straight back, hovering here, and just for a breath or two, lift your heels, balance on your toes. On your inhale, land your heels, return to chair, arms sweep forward and up, and then forward fold over your legs. Inhale, open your chest forward, and fingertips to the floor, step your right foot back for warrior one. Ground and seal your right heel to the mat, lifting your chest. Few breaths here, just finding the most easeful way to be here, a steadiness that doesn't feel tense. Another breath in, and then hands behind your back, knot your fingers, staying upright, take a slow breath in. Exhale, humble warrior, folding forward. One breath now, rise and return to warrior one. And then a slow transition to triangle pose. Straighten your left leg, open your hips to your right, arms wide. And then extending forward out over your left thigh. Left hand low and your right hand high. No need to overreach here, just finding the clearest shape you can breathe in. For one breath now, side body stretch, extend your right arm overhead. And then bend into your left knee, lower your hands to the floor, and step back to downward facing dog. On your inhale, come forward, plank pose. Half flow, exhale, bend the knees, and float back, downward facing dog. Pause and rest, or take a full flow forward to plank. Lower to your belly for striking Cobra. Fingertips wide, lift your chest on your inhale. And press back either to child's pose or downward facing dog. Pausing here with a steady breath, soft gaze. And if you're in down dog, please lower your knees to the floor and we'll all bring our legs around forward to the front of the mat. Take a seat, middle of your mat. And then bend and hug your knees in, sitting tall through your spine. Coming into supported boat pose, slip your hands behind the back of your knees. Rock onto the soft part of your buttocks, raise your legs. And then using the support of your hands to lift your chest, collarbones wide. You could stay supported or reach your arms alongside your legs. 3 breaths. And then lower your feet to the floor. Once more, hug your knees in. Lengthen your spine tall from the ground of your pelvis. And then extend your right leg out to the right on a diagonal and fold your left heel in toward your pelvis. We'll move into mini wild thing. Place your left hand behind to the floor and on an inhale lift your hips, sweep your right arm overhead, just re-lengthening through the front of your hips. One more breath in and softly lower down. Turn and face your right leg now for a forward fold. On your inhale, raise your arms, find length, and then take a soft forward fold over your right thigh, Shavasana. Breathing slowly in and slowly out. Walk your hands back in. Hug your knees to your chest. And then find your boat pose, Navasana, hands or no hands. And keep lifting your sternum, center of your chest away from your belly to lengthen through the front of your spine. One more breath in and release. Knees to chest with a tall spine. And stretch your left leg out to your left on a diagonal. Fold your right heel in for mini wild thing. Spiral to your right, right hand to the floor. And on your inhale, lift your buttocks, press your hips forward, left arm overhead. And landing softly for your forward fold. Aim your torso toward your left, breathe your arms overhead. And forward fold in your own comfortable range. And walk your hands in. We'll come to rest down on our backs. If you'd like to grab some additional layers or props, taking them with you as you recline. Bending your knees, step your feet to the floor for a bridge pose, arms alongside your body. And wait for your inhale to lift into your bridge. Nestling your shoulder blades in toward each other. Option to wrap your fingers around the side edges of your mat or interlace your hands under your back. Concentrate on opening across your chest with a fuller breath in and then softening any hard or stuck places as you breathe out. So your spine is gently draping into an even curve without over effort or pinching. And then undo your hands, rock off your shoulders and gently lower down onto your back. Transitioning into a quad stretch. With your knees bent, hook your right toes behind your left heel and let your right knee open wide to the side. And you might need to adjust the angle of your right knee for your body, and you're seeking sensation through the front and inner right thigh there. For more sensation, option to connect your left hand with your right foot. Once you have your shape, send your breath, your awareness towards the more obvious sensation. And then either feel or imagine your exhales dissolving through that part of your body, softening and relaxing into the posture. And let's release. We'll switch sides. Left foot hooking behind your right heel. And feel free to maneuver for comfort. Take a bind if that feels accessible. And then ask your body to be still and quiet so you can concentrate on your breath. And then breathe slow enough that you can physically feel your exhales soothing and softening you. One more breath cycle. And unhook your foot, step your feet wide to the side edges of your mat. Knees bend. And wipe your knees over to the left so your legs are stacked, and stretch your arms wide to a T or a nice cactus shape there. Turning your gaze to your right. Option 2, place your left ankle on top of your right outer knee to add a little weight to the twist. And then bring the knees back up through center and we'll switch sides. Knees to your right, just finding a gentle twist in your body. And you can add the weight of your right foot onto your outer left knee if that feels good. And then returning onto your back. A final happy baby pose together. Draw your knees in toward your chest into the number 11. You could stay here or hands to your outer feet. Draw your knees down toward your armpits. Soles of the feet point up toward the ceiling. Perhaps a little rock side to side on your back in your shape. And then softly release. Transitioning into Shavasana or any final restorative shape that helps you feel supported and your body can be quiet and still. And this is where the practice really settles in, where you let it land without needing to do any more. Little by little, allow your body to relax and let go. Resting into the support beneath you. And I'll be back to guide you back. And gently, softly start to awaken your body. Breathe yourself more awake and alert. Stretch out in your own way. And if you are laying back, bend your knees, place your feet to the floor. And as you're ready, roll out to your right side. Just taking these final few moments to notice not what you did, but how you feel in your body. And let that feeling of gentle energy, steady calm, ripple through you. Gently press your way back up to sit. May this feeling stay with you, quietly supporting you in whatever your day brings. Thanks so much for joining me for your practice. Namaste.